weather. Yeah. I'm more of a printer guy.
Right. And there's like,
I see metal handles.
on that one.
Which is part of why it's a little bit more of a price bump for TSU versus blue versus the other blue option.
Some guys believe that.
It's not so huge. Hey, you got the shirt. Dude, they have no choice. They have to let
So I was first on it. You were like literally center right in the picture. Yeah, no. You were sitting there like, yeah, you know, I was like, that's about right. Over there. We're live in Germany right now. No, you're good.
Okay, go on about
I know. I have to go back out and grab my camera.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted meat cars. And I volunteered.
Okay.
I'm here. So,
Well, I live in Salt Lake. Come over here. Used to. My wife used to live in Lakewood.
alright, cool. Yeah, thank you.
That is cursed though. There's something wrong with that. I mean, it's got some fun.
We're live at the Colorado Rail Proto Meet today in Greeley, Colorado. This is a gathering of model railroaders from all over the state. Some people from all over the country coming out, showing what they've built. We're your hosts, Third and Townsend Models. You can find us online at www.thirdandtownsendmodels.com for all of your model railroading news. A lot of these models here were hand built. Completely scratch built out of wood, plastic resin, and anything else. For all you guys familiar with the state of Colorado, this is modeled after the Georgetown Loop Freight Depot. If any of you guys have ridden the Georgetown Loop train, you've probably seen this. Lots and lots of time put in from all these entries. Over here we have a really good collection put together with equipment from Coach Yard, Precision Scale, West Side Models, and other brass importers. Train in the back we have the Coast Mail, modeled after this photograph, where the modeler put together and painted this locomotive and all those cars behind it. And the best part is that all these models run, and we're going to check that out later over at the Model Railroad Museum in Greeley. This is one really interesting piece. It's a photograph of the 1951 Santa Fe Chief that appears to have been taken, I would say, somewhere in LA, Los Angeles area, where the modeler actually modeled tail end of that photo. We've got more model entries in the center of the room over here. In this back corner, we have Spring Creek Model Trains. They are a premier model train shop based out of Nebraska. They go to a lot of shows, do a lot of traveling, sell any HO and anything you possibly need. Over here we have Iowa Scale Engineering, who does a lot of electrical. I frankly am not sure what they do, but I see a lot of wires. I'd say they do a lot of stuff with electrical. Looks like stuff with switches, stuff with your actual layout, some stuff with your locomotives. You can buy some culvert pipe. Can't say you can use it on your farm, but you could use it on your layout. Then over here we have Soundtracks. They're the premier sound decoder for all scales of model railroading. We got a couple demos running. Little Alco switcher. Looks like a Rapido PA. And a good BLI 282 Mikado.
Yes, sir.
And something really interesting that they're doing now is that besides offering just a wireless sound decoder,
You want to talk to
you can actually... We're actually live on TikTok right now if you want to talk about Soundtracks.
Sure. We don't exactly have much new at the moment, but I'm sure you've already heard of Blunami, or have you? Okay. You know, we actually figured out how to get it into a 21 pin. All right. So you're pretty much caught up then. But for those who don't know, Blunami is it's very, very similar to a DCC decoder, and in fact it can run on DCC the same way a DCC decoder would. However, what it does is it actually incorporates a Bluetooth chip onto the decoder itself. So instead of requiring a DCC system, the app on this tablet and all the decoders in these models are communicating directly to each other. So the really neat thing about Blunami is actually the option of alternative power sources. So Blunami's actually been really, really popular for battery-powered installations. Now the other thing it does is because the decoder and the model and the tablet are talking directly, we have a built-in settings menu. So instead of needing to know, okay, CV120 is 31 for the Wabco A2, I can just come in here and say, horn, okay, where's my Wabco A2? There it is. And then just try it out right there.
I had no idea you could do that.
Yep. And I'm sure you're familiar with JMRI?
Yes.
You know how long it takes to read all CVs?
Yes.
And it's
Is it in
done.
5 seconds?
Yeah. Because it's talking directly to each other over Bluetooth. We're not limited by the speed of DCC anymore.
Wow. Absolute game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer for the industry.
And consisting is really easy as well. So let's say I've got the PA selected. Let's say I want to consist the PA. Oh, these Steam logos on the other tab. Let's say I want to consist the switcher and the PA. And I want this guy to be the lead unit. So I just tap that link, and that starts my consist. And you select which consist you want. So this guy's consist A. And let's set this guy to consist A as well. So now it pulls up a couple options. So this is the PA. So let's say if I want this to be facing backward. So it's the rear loco facing backward. And then this guy's my lead unit.
Now, with that 8-pin plug, you could simply unplug, plug in our decoder, and then mount a speaker.
And it's just consistent like that. They have different settings right now,
Yeah,
so
of
they're
course.
not
Not
running
speed
together
match.
particularly well. But
Well, that's awesome.
all the functions are going to the correct place already.
Okay.
But if there's something you want to change, you can actually come in here and you can configure which functions are enabled on which logos. So you can see lead logo. I can change what the rear logo does as well. So you can see it doesn't have the air horn and the bell, but it still has things like the dynamic brake, RPM plus and minus, mute, straight to 8, all that.
Now, are there any manufacturers offering this currently? And they're
Not at the moment.
interesting.
We can pitch it to them all day long, but until they decide, yes, we want to go with that.
I'm actually with Sunset Models Third Rail, And I'm with Sunset Models Third Rail Brass Company, and we're offering a 280 consolidation in HO scale through Southern Pacific, Denver, Rio Grande, Western Pacific, St. Louis, Southwestern. We haven't decided on a decoder yet, so we may be giving you guys shooting over an email this week. Because we used you for our SP AC9s, we had Tsunami 2s, and we loved them. But this is, I've never seen this with the app. This is insane.
And what's really neat is the option for alternative power sources. It can't run on AC directly, but all you need is to put a rectifier circuit in.
Okay.
And that's all you need.
And does this allow us like a traditional kind of controller throttle on DCC to run it or not?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So if I disconnect,
And he says they work. I've known him since before I started working the soundtrack.
and so the decoder needs to restart.
Okay.
Once it restarts, it'll be back in DCC mode. It's got a current keeper, so it's taking a while.
Of course, yeah.
So I'll just wait until this guy. There we go. And then once
You can just.
that,
Oh wow. Okay.
if I push back on, but it doesn't connect, I can use this guy instead. What's your address? We set this. We set this guy's address at.
No worries. Okay. We had a sound back.
There we go.
Okay.
Address 63.
Oh wow. So yeah.
Just had to remember which address it was. But as soon as I connect on here, that was the wrong button. I didn't mean to disconnect.
And just reconnects it. Okay.
As you can see, well, it's still connecting. There we go.
Okay.
Now we have no control from
Yep.
the NC.
And then does it also allow DC operation? Is it or
So you have to enable it.
okay? But it can be
If
done.
you're running DC, I would just recommend using the app.
Okay.
Because with a DC power source, you're not going to have control like the horn and bell and all that. But with this, you will. But you can use the app and have DC on the rails.
Okay. Perfect. Because we have a lot of brass. I mean, a lot of older gentlemen that don't really like the DCC, so it's a constant battle. Like we want a decoder, but yeah. But no, I appreciate all your time today. And yep, it's great meeting you.
And you.
Here we are at the Colorado Rail Proto Meet in Greeley, Colorado. Checking out all these trains. Some for sale, some not. Some are built by gentlemen in this room and gentlewomen in this room. And yeah, we're gonna take a look later. We'll head over to the Colorado Railroad Museum, or Model Railroad Museum, excuse me, and take a look at not these exact trains, but we're gonna see some trains running there. So we'll probably go live again and give it half an hour or so. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and so long for now.